Broadcasting from the OCTV studios. This is From the Third Eye, sponsored by the Hunter Radio Show. Now, please welcome your host, Hunter Parker.
And hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of From the Third Eye. I'm Hunter Parker, your host. We are at episode 13, I believe. And I hope you enjoyed what you just heard. That is the new intro to the show. I've been waiting to get that done. I've kind of been sick of the old intro that we've been using for quite a while now. It was time for a change. So thanks to the folks at Radio Jingles VIP for their wonderful help creating that fabulous intro. So thank you to those folks over there. Now, another thing note before we get into today's show, the website for the show is up and running, and we're actually back at our old web address that we started out at, fromthethirdeye.altervista.org. I have some tweaking to do to the site. I'm removing a couple things, changing a couple things, but nonetheless, the majority of the website is functional and works. So the little changes that need to be made shouldn't affect anything major, so you don't need to worry about that. But the website is up, and it'll explain how to tune into the show, and you can also contact me there if you'd like. There's an email address you can email to, which I'll give that at the end of the show as well. So there you go with that. Yeah, I got a coffee cup over here, as you probably can see in the shot here. It's the OCTV coffee mug, and it has wonderful coffee in it. So, yes, thank you for that. So, what are we going to talk about on today's show? Well, for the first time in the history of this show, I'm actually not prepared with anything. But there is one thing that I want to touch on. It'll be brief because I have a really good bashing zone today, and that's going to take up a majority of our time. So what I will say is or what I will talk to you guys about is, if you are looking for if you know somebody that is blind or visually impaired, and you're looking for gadgets and clothing items and different things like that for them, or if you know someone that is low vision who has some sight but could benefit from low vision aids like magnifiers and things like that, check out the Braille Superstore. This place, it's an online store. This place is incredible. They have everything from a talking bathroom scale to a talking thermometer, to check your temperature if you're not feeling well. They got talking alarm clocks. They have clothes like t-shirts and sweatshirts with Braille on them. They have books you can buy, like Braille books, cookbooks, regular books. All kinds of good stuff. And if you don't know what to get somebody for their birthday or Christmas, all you need to do is give them a Braille Superstore gift card. Well, it's not really a gift card, it's digital, but it works the same way. You can give one of those. They also have Braille greeting cards for Christmas, birthday, almost any holiday you can imagine. And a lot of the cards you can customize the message that's on the card. You can it has a message on the card, and you can write in when you're ordering it, what you want it to say, or they do have blank ones that you can write whatever you want in it. And their prices are very affordable. And most importantly, not only is it delivered free matter for the blind, which basically means that they don't charge for postage. So shipping is free anywhere in the United States and Canada. I think there is a shipping charge, a small charge if you're outside of the U.S. or Canada. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that's the deal. But for U.S. and Canada, it's free shipping, which for all their items, and they're a really great store to shop at. If you want to check it out for yourself and see what they have to offer, all you need to do is go to Braille Bookstore. No, what is it? Crap, I can't remember the website now. That's great. Shoot. Is it Braille Book? I think it's braillebookstore.com is the website. Braille, Braille, bookstore.com. I haven't been to their website in so long I don't even remember the website. But you can Google the Braille Superstore and it should be the first one that pops up. So Google the Braille Superstore and the first one that pops up will be it. And I believe it's braillebookstore.com. So check that out. It might say Future Aids, the Braille Superstore. That's their full name. But you can Google it and, they'll pop up and you can order from them. They're based in Canada, so there you go with that. So check them out. Future Aids, the Braille Superstore. Now, let's get into the bashing zone because we have a doozy for you today. And just because of that, I got to have a sip of coffee. Just like that. Now, what are we going to talk about in the bashing zone that's going to take up a majority of our time? Well, I experienced something the other day relating to my show, the Hunter Radio Show, that I didn't like. I mean, I found a solution to resolve the problem. However, it doesn't make me happy. So I went to send an email to the listeners list saying that I've made some changes to the website and we've moved the show to a different provider. I moved the show from, I was using Spreaker, and I moved the show to Audio Boom, which I think I've mentioned on a previous show when we first started, and I talked about how to start a podcast. That was one of the services I mentioned. Yeah, I know they're not free, they're paid, but I don't really care. I like them. They're serving me well, so I guess that's all that matters. Then they're not that expensive either. That's the good thing. But I sent the email to the list, and I got an email back saying, and I was thinking when I got the email before I actually looked at it, I thought, okay, well, the email got sent because I have it set, or had it set, so I get a copy of the email that I sent out. Well, that's not what it was. The email I got was from Gaggle Mail, which was the site I was using for the list, basically saying that I didn't have permission to email to the list. If the problem persists, please contact the list administrator. Well, I am the list administrator, so therefore I should be able to send to the list because I had it set so it was announcement only. So I logged in to check everything out, and their whole system is screwed up. It shows that the admin address for the list is under a different email address that I no longer use anymore. How that happened, I don't exactly know. I tried to change it. It wouldn't let me change it. So I contacted them for help, and the vague response that I got from them was, well, the list is configured correctly, it seems, on our end, so I don't know what to tell you. And I said, are you kidding me? I mean, what am I supposed to do here? What in the hell am I supposed to do? So I got mad and I deleted it. I deleted the list and I deleted my account. When I tried to delete my account, it said 500 internal server error. And I'm thinking, great, more crap that I have to deal with, you know? So I said, let me try something. So I logged out and I logged back in with my Outlook address that I had the admin email address set to, because I set up one for the show and then I decided not to use it when I moved the website to HelioHost. So I logged in with the same password. I was able to log in. I deleted that account and that deleted, all of it. So now I'm using a service called groups.io for the list, for the show. So far it's, working out pretty well. Of course, I emailed, I wasn't able to copy the member list. So I had to put a message out there on the site telling everybody what happened and telling them that they're going to have to resubscribe to the list if you were on the old list, because I wasn't able to get a copy of the member list ahead of time to switch it over. So, needless to say, the good news is word travels quickly, and a lot of people that were on the list before saw the message on the website and they did resubscribe. So I don't have as many as I did, but I have some of them back. I did have a couple email addresses from people that I saved, so I've moved them over already. But I shouldn't have had to do that. I shouldn't have had to switch my email list because Gaggle Mail was being a piece of crap. So Gaggle Mail can suck it. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you need an email list that you can use for whatever you're using it for, whether it be a podcast or radio show or whatever, use groups.io. They're free. Well, Gaggle Mail is free too, but free, they're easy to use, they're simpler to use, and there you go. You can set up a discussion list, or you can have it announcement only, whichever you want. You can change back and forth if you'd like. So check out groups.io if you need a mailing list for your project. Now, if you need a something that's more of a newsletter type of a service, there's two services you can use. There's your mailing list provider. Their website is ymlp.com. They're free. Or there's buttondown.email, which is also free. Their basic service, that is. They're both pretty good. They're both really easy to use. And so you can check those out too. So there's my rant for today. Don't ever use Gaggle Mail, Gaggle mail. Their website is gaggle.email. Don't use them. Don't even write that down, because they're pointless. They're crap. I could say other words, but I'd get in trouble, so I can't. So there you go. Don't ever use them. Use groups.io if you need a good mailing list that you can use for either a announcement only list like a newsletter, or you can use it as a discussion list. Of course, there's always Google Groups too. I mean, that's obviously available. Everybody knows about that. But comparing the two, Groups.io has more advanced features than Google Groups does. Google Groups is pretty basic. So there you go. Check that out. With all that said, that's going to do it for this edition of From the Third Eye. I'll be back, of course, on the 22nd. Well, actually, it'll be published on the 25th, which is my birthday. Good thing I'm doing the birthday special that week. I just thought of that. I'll be back in 2 weeks with the birthday bash / Halloween show. So the intro will be a little bit different because of the Halloween-themed episode. We're not going to talk about technology next time. We're probably not even going to have a bashing zone next time, but we're going to be telling scary stories about true stories that have happened to me in my life, when I was younger with scary things, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So huddle up by the fire or whatever, and have your favorite beverage, because some apple cider and donuts, because it's going to be a spooky show. So check that out. That's in 2 weeks, of course. Also celebrating my birthday on the show as well. That'll be fun. Since, like I said, I just thought that the day that it's published to the internet, it will be on my birthday. So that'll be nice. I didn't even think of that. So if you have any would like more information about the show, you can visit the show's website, fromthethirdeye.altervista.org. That's From the Third Eye, all spelled out, .altervista.org. If you want to email me with any questions or comments, you can do so. It's the same thing as I just said, except with an at in it, not a dot. So fromthethirdeye@altervista.org. That's my email. You can send it there, and I'll get back to you as well. Don't forget to check out the Hunter Radio Show. The website, of course, hunterradio.heliohost.us. That's hunterradio.heliohost.us. You can check out the show there. I'll be posting a new episode very soon. I took a few weeks off because I was moving things and whatever, but I'll be coming back in action this week. So do check that out. And don't forget to subscribe to the show's mailing list as well. So that way you know when I update the show. So with all that said, thanks for tuning in. I'm Hunter Parker. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the Halloween / birthday bash right here on From the Third Eye. Take care, everybody.